I can hear you, but you guys are frozen. Okay, hang on.
Yo, happy Patty's Day. How y'all doing? How you doing, Alex, brother?
What's up? What up, man? Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, happy St. Patty's Day. So we're waiting on Tori. She was having internet connection problems, but she'll be back in a minute.
So
and then Barber, she should be here in a minute.
Okay. I was just gonna say, it's funny, man, because every St. Patrick's Day, obviously I went to shout out to anybody listening that might watch or watches, whatever.
Right.
Grew up in Southwest Detroit, went to Most Holy Trinity School.
Did you see my sister posted that picture? I don't know if
you're well, she might know this because she's probably from the era that the movie was made in. But no, I don't know when they started doing this, but every St. Patty's Day I think we would have school on St. Patrick's Day. So we would all go into the computer room, they called it, and watch a movie. And it was called Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
I don't remember that.
It's a Walt Disney movie. It's a Walt Disney movie. It's a classic.
All right.
If you're Irish, if you don't know about it, that's like me not knowing about La Bamba or some shit.
You don't know anything about La Bamba.
So anyways, the movie grew on me. I've been watching it since I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And I might not watch it on St. Patrick's Day, but it's just a fun movie, man, to watch. About leprechauns and stuff, and this guy who is Sean Connery. I had to say it like him. He's in the movie.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Back then I had no idea who he was, but because he didn't have gray hair. But he's young as hell in that movie. But it's just a fun movie, man. And it's got leprechauns in it and all that stuff. And he gets three wishes, and he can't handle it, and it goes crazy, and it's a fun classic movie. So I just want to talk about that. But yeah, and I thought about that. That's what made me actually think about it when I seen your sister's post. I was like, Holy Trinity! I was like, oh my God, I gotta watch my movie.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. But
oh man, yeah. So I was telling you off the air. So I got this stupid green screen, right? So we're in fucking green.
That's too much green, bro. Jesus
Christ.
Let me borrow some.
Yeah, it's not, I can't show my background. So
I was gonna wear a green shirt, but I just didn't. So
right.
How about now?
There you go.
Are you clear?
Yeah, my kid helped me figure it out.
Not frozen anymore.
I told him he's got way too much green going on, or too much gonorrhea green going on.
Gonorrhea green.
Gonorrhea green.
That's what I say about when I talk.
That sounds yummy.
That's what I call Michigan State colors. But
how's my sound?
You're fine.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay. Perfect.
Are we live? Hey, happy St. Patty's Day.
Hey, happy St. Patty's Day. So I got the green screen, so I guess it was just too much green. It made my you only could see my when I put the green screen. So
do you have gonorrhea?
Alex has gonorrhea.
There's a cream and a pill for that.
Of the mouth.
Ew. That is not where you want to have it.
Gonorrhea of the mouth. Wow. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Okay, who's drunk? Who's had some green beer already?
Oh, green beer. I got some water. So I got a question. So if you remember a movie, it was Harrison Ford. Hey!
Hi!
How you doing?
You guys?
Hello.
Hey!
Hi, Yvette.
Nice to meet you guys.
This is Corey, Alex.
Welcome.
So I was talking about the Chicago movie where they dyed the Chicago beer River green, and the guy goes, well, How can they not dye the fucking river blue all year round, but they can dye it green for St. Patrick's Day, right? So
he does have a point.
yeah, so I'm thinking to myself,
Because it's like shit brown during the year.
Damn.
yeah,
Right.
shit brown. So yeah, shit brown. So since you got on the show, I'm sorry, we were just talking about goofy
Don't
stuff.
worry about it.
So we're always talking about you just missed the gonorrhea green thing. So
Glad I missed that.
Exactly. She's like, didn't miss much.
much, yeah. Welcome to the show. Word on the street. You got Drake Swift, you got Tori, Savage, Kitty, and Alex. Sports Mouth.
Really nice to meet you.
We'll tell you the story. She's very young. She's only 21. She just had her birthday. So
I did.
Happy birthday.
I appreciate
I want to
it.
congratulate you. So she's an entrepreneur, barbershop, and she eventually wants to open up her own Mexican restaurant. So let me just basically, she doesn't have, she's very young, so she doesn't have a long story, but we talked while she was cutting my hair. So she's my barber. So she, like I said, when she was going to high school, she ended up attending barber college while she was finishing. She went to Dysart High School, Mexican. Were you born here, right? You were born here, correct?
Yeah, I was born here.
Yeah, parents are from what part of Mexico?
From Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. So they're from Chihuahua, Mexico. She was born in El Mirage, I think. Were you born? You're from El Mirage?
Phoenix. Yeah, but the life that I remember is out here in El Mirage and Surprise.
El Mirage. Okay.
Yeah.
So El Mirage, she went to Dysart High School. While she was in her senior year, I believe you said you were going to Barber College. She got all her hours and stuff, and she bounced around for a couple times to a couple different barbershops to she found her home. She got a lot of experience doing cutting hair. How many hours again do you need to get your barber's license, Yvette?
So before I was got the apprenticeship program here, you needed to complete at least 1,500 hours in barber school to get your license.
Okay. So to me, when she said that, I said, "Right, that's a lot of hours." And I think she said it takes about a year and a half, about 2 years, depending on how many hours you're doing or whatever,
and what you're going for, right?
Yeah,
it all
depends. It would all depend if you are going full time or if you're going part time. Right. In my case, I was going part time. I was going as soon as I would get out of high school, I would go straight over there, and it's about an hour commute. So I would only be putting in about 3 to 4 hours a day, and the only time I would be able to put in the full 8 hours is Saturday, because that was my only day off.
So, and we had another barber on. He actually does marketing and stuff. He had his own barbershop. But you said here they recently changed it. I think in Michigan it's still different. But in Michigan, you cannot work at a barbershop till you complete your hours. But here you can, correct? You said you can.
Correct.
Okay,
here
so you
can, depending if the barbershop has an apprenticeship program. My barbershop has an apprenticeship program, and we applied, I would say, in 2019, if I'm not wrong. I think that was the year that everything changed, and they allowed barbers to go with a barber that has a license and complete their hours there, working as an employee at the barbershop.
Right. In Michigan, you need 1,800 hours.
Oh wow. That's a lot.
You need 1,800 hours in Michigan, and depending on who you work for, like she said, if they have an apprentice program. But barbers, they're a little bit more strict than they are with cosmetologists, because a lot of beauticians can work under the apprentice program there. But barbers, they're a little more strict about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would say the only difference between a cosmetologist and a barber would be that we carry a obviously we're men and female difference, but also for barbers, we are the only ones allowed to use a razor. A cosmetologist is not allowed to use a razor, so that is one thing that we have to definitely be certified here.
So if a customer pisses you off, you can definitely cut them then, right? Because you have a razor.
We're definitely one dangerous. We have a dangerous career if you get us back.
Right. Yeah. Let's just stay on our good side. Stay on the good side of the razor and you'll be okay.
I was
On
sitting
the
in,
good
I
side of
was
the
sitting
razor and good side of the clipper, definitely. You don't want to get a bad haircut. A bad haircut could take
No.
some bad places.
Right.
A bad haircut could make or break you.
Exactly.
That's why I've been going to the same barber since I was like 15, and I'm 40 now. So
Gotta stay loyal
it's
to
been a
the
while
barbers.
since
Gotta stay loyal.
I've seen her.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Don't cheat on your barber because if you have to have them fix it, they're not going to be happy.
I hear the guys say this all the time, but you can cheat on your girl, but don't cheat on your barber. So
Yes, ma'am.
I was sitting,
25 years straight. Shout out to Jennifer.
I was sitting in her chair the other day when she was cutting my hair, right? And I thought it was funny because I'm definitely not a service industry guy. I'm kind of an asshole. So,
Oh.
you know, yeah,
That's
you
the
know,
industry.
you know,
Asshole industries.
do that. I was in the asshole industry. So, you know, the guy calls and he's like, hey, you know, I need a haircut, but I need it right fucking now. Like, can you cut it in the next 2 minutes, right?
Damn.
And she's like, yeah, you know, well, since you need to make because it was going to be after hours. So it's just going to be an after hours appointment and an appointment. So, you know, it's going to be, I don't know, she said an extra $10, 35 or 45. You could correct me. And he's like, I don't know. Like that's just way too much. And, you know, hey, I'm not going to argue with somebody about a price, but if the guy's being a fucking asshole, right? And then on top of it, he wants a rush haircut. You know, she was like, well, there's other places, right? And he basically it seemed like he was pissed off. So I would be a terrible barber because, first of all, I can't color in between the lines. I'm terrible at that. So I would be fucking you up, right? And then on top of it, if you're calling me and say you need a haircut and then you're an asshole with me, I'm like, you know what? Go fucking somewhere else. What the fuck? So on a day-to-day basis, Yvette, how many times do you deal with customers that are going to be like, hey, I need to get a haircut, but I need to be a cheap price and I need it now? I mean,
honestly, I would probably deal with those type of clients every single day, and I'm not complaining, like I said, but like I told that first client, there's other barbershops with cheaper prices. I'm sorry that I'm not at that, at that price that they expect to be paying, but I know my quality is definitely worth what I'm being priced at. You know what I mean? So when somebody comes and disrespects me and say, oh, I'm not going to pay that much, especially after hours, that's fine. There's other barbershops. Let's see who wants to cut your hair after 7 with that price.
Mm-hmm.
At the
You
end
pay
of
for
the
what
day,
you get what you pay for.
Exactly.
So in the main thing, like I said, I would be a terrible barber because I can't do either one of them. You get a fucking haircut, and I would be an asshole to you. So, so let me finish telling her story. So she, like I said, she's going to barber college. She's going to high school, graduating from Dysart High School, finishing the barber college. She, like I said, I think she said she went to a couple different barbers just because I think you have to get your feet wet. And then when you become a new barber, I think she was like, not to badmouth anything, but you kind of get the shit customers. You kind of get, not, you know what I mean? They don't treat you probably as best as they knew someone that, they're like, oh my God, you got talent. And then she ends up going to another barbershop where she actually makes a name for herself. She goes, somebody takes her under her wing and they really show her how to cut hair. She was there. How long were you at Master Fades?
I was at Master Fades for about 2 years.
Very
grateful for that. Very, very grateful. Like he said, they took me under their wing and they helped me make the name for myself that I am today. So very, very grateful for them.
Help you build your clientele.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Sharpen your skills. Absolutely.
So
you're the barbershop was that barbershop was here in the town that I was growing up in, so everybody knew.
Wow.
And that was a very popular shop. Everybody was always talking about, oh, that Master Fades, let's go there, that's the shop that I want to work at, or that's the shop that I want to get my hair cut at. So I was very,
that was the hot spot.
Yeah, I was very, very lucky to have that opportunity to work there, especially being at the high school that's 5 minutes away from that shop too. Being a high school student, being a licensed barber, it was kind of like, wow, like, okay, let's go try her out. Let's go see what she really is, what she really is about. It was
That's
awesome.
great. That's awesome. That's such a great opportunity, and just to help you, build your confidence as well.
I agree. Yeah, it was a great
Yeah.
opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So she decided to, eventually a barber. I think they kind of get in their own, and they're learning the field and all that good stuff. She ends up going to the barbershop she's at now. She's she at really quick. I think she got asked to be a partner in the barbershop. Keep in mind, I think how old are you now? 19 or 20?
Now I'm 21. I barely turned 21
No,
on January 5th.
when they asked you to be the
When they asked me to be his partner, I think it was 18, turning to be 19.
okay, so she's like, yeah, I'll definitely be a partner. So she joins their barbershop, which is the Golden Clipper, which is in El Mirage off of Grand. They do really well. They start kicking ass. They, whatever the case may be. And then her partner says, let's go open up another location, which is, I guess, maybe about 2 or 3 miles down, not too far from each other, in Youngtown. And she's killing it now. So she's located in Youngtown at her second location. So she's got 2 locations. And like I said, I'm so proud of you. I've seen you since it's been a couple years now. So you got your own barbershop and you're doing your own thing. So like I said, I want to say congratulations because you're so young doing the entrepreneur thing. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
I think I told the story right. And
that's awesome.
I said, so what are you going to do now? Are you going to do and open up another barbershop? And she says, no, I'm thinking about a family restaurant. Oh, there, Tori, we lost Tori. I'm thinking about a family restaurant. And she's from a town from Chile, not Chile, but from Chihuahua, Mexico. And they have some specialized Mexican food. So she wants her next adventure was she's thinking about opening up a restaurant. So like I said, congratulations. That's her next adventure. How soon were you thinking about doing that?
So honestly, I'm thinking probably to have everything set up and going within the next 4 years. I want to have that restaurant already set up and running and having my family working there. But as far as looking for the restaurant itself, I want to start looking for it within the year.
Okay. So what are some of the specialized dishes that are from Chihuahua that you were telling me?
So there's one that my tia makes, and I'm definitely gonna ask her for her restaurant, or for her recipe. And if she's watching right now on Facebook, her tortas ahogadas. Oh my God, she makes like this perfect chipotle sauce that you put on top of the torta. Oh my God, super good. Inside, it's like a special carnitas and. Oh my God! Trust me.
It's just amazing, right?
I'm fucking hungry now. What are you doing to me?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Every time she comes down from Chihuahua, I make her make that dish for me because I can't get enough of it. I really can't.
So in the valley, is there any Chihuahua Mexican restaurants or no?
Not that I know of. No, I just know that there's like Chihuahua hot dogs, and those are like the special made, But other than that, no, I haven't really seen any Chihuahua restaurants out here. But I do know that there's a lot of people from Chihuahua. Most clients that I ask, like, what part of Mexico are you from, or what part of your family? They always tell me they're from Chihuahua. So.
Okay. Makes sense. So you're thinking about looking in the next year. Hopefully, in the next couple of years, you open the restaurant. That's awesome. And eventually, maybe because I know you're young and we talk all the time. She's single, but she said she's not into dating. So guys, stay away from her. She won't reply to you. So she said eventually she does want to have a family. I think did you say 8 kids? I can't remember, or 4?
4.
Damn.
So she wants to have 4. I can remember she said 8 or 4, and I'm like, okay. So she wants to have 4 kids, eventually start a family, and eventually bring them into the fold. of with the restaurant and let them, that'll be their thing. So
Man,
that's
what
awesome.
I wouldn't kill to be even 31 again, let alone 21.
He's
Shit.
flirting with you. I can just tell.
No, I'm envy of you.
Oh,
Envious of you. That's awesome.
Oh,
Just
thank
because
you.
I always tell anybody, and like, you know, I'm just like, I got a big mouth in general, but like when I make friends at work and I have, you know, anybody that I associate with or socialize with at work or whenever, you know, I make conversation and they're younger, I'm like, look, like I don't have to tell you nothing, but when I tell anybody something, I just try to like, look, if you're gonna do this. Like I tell my nephew, I told him one time, look, I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna lecture you because I didn't want to hear it.
Exactly.
So I just tell you this: save your money,
right.
because
Very
no
true.
woman likes a broke. You know, he was into just, you know, he's young, so he was like into, all he cared about was two things: girls and work and money. So
I
you know.
agree. I agree.
But
I
yeah, so
agree.
I always just, you know, I'm envious of younger people because I'm like, gosh, if I could do things over, I would do things so differently. And if I had social media, wow, I would have probably been an entrepreneur
Social media is
when I was like
probably
15.
Social media is probably one of the best platforms to promote yourself. That is the place
Right,
where I grew myself, where I
right,
grew so quickly,
right.
especially TikTok. TikTok has been one of the greatest ones that I've been using
Yeah,
recently.
for
I
sure.
probably get like 5 new clients from TikTok a week.
Yep. And you see, and you know what? And I'm glad you said that because the barber that Drake was talking about,
Hmm.
he's a friend of mine that I work for, a really good friend of mine, and a really good motivating friend to help me, you know, like just direct me in a different path and stuff like that. So he about 2 years ago now, like he was so into TikTok, like I would go to marketing meetings and he would talk about stories about that and how to utilize it and all that stuff like that. That's what we specialize in. Shout out to Robert Courtney and Associates Marketing and Branding Agency while I'm talking about it, because that's what we specialize in is social media, digital marketing strategies and stuff like that. So you got to, like, most people, you know, you can do it on your own, but most people think that they know exactly what they're doing, and that's where we come in. So yeah, he was just a real high on the my whole point is he was really high on the TikTok, and now he's on Clubhouse. So
Nice.
that might be something you want to look into because
Clubhouse? I've never heard of
yes,
that.
yes,
But
it's pretty new, and yeah, check it out. Like I
okay.
did a little research on there and stuff like that. So it's just you're socializing, but it's just audio.
Oh,
You
interesting.
can't see each other.
Okay.
It's not like Snapchat or nothing, but
Is
it's
that
it's,
pretty new?
it's just another form of you know, social media to where you can
Okay.
connect and you could talk to famous people, celebrities,
Oh
entrepreneurs, all of that,
wow.
and be in one room with all these people and take turns talking and connect with them. So
I'm definitely
that
gonna look into that. I might
yeah,
get
that's
lucky and talk to a famous person and blow
yeah.
up.
I mean, for sure, but I just thought that was awesome that you're into TikTok like that, and it's all about how you utilize it, what you do every day that people can connect with you, not
Right.
just being on there and trying to get, you know, a bunch of likes or whatever it is. Like
Right.
if
Right.
you're yourself, people they will come. So that's awesome.
Right. He's having a little bit of internet issues.
Dude,
So,
my phone just literally went dark and just shut off.
oh,
Wow.
okay.
It got hot and shut off.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I'm going
Damn,
through it.
sounds like me.
Yvette, I got
Get
a
hot
question
and shut
for you.
off.
So recently, the whole J Lo and Alex Rodriguez went all over the internet. They broke up, and I know
Oh my
we talked
God,
about
J Lo.
J Lo. We talked about dating and stuff. How challenging is somebody in your age, 21? How challenging it is to date somebody with social media?
Um. Honestly, I don't even like that question, but it's so
Right,
it's so challenging. Honestly, even if a relationship is on social media, there's gonna be some type of problems, even if you
right,
don't want to. It's inevitable. And at this point, it's like it depends if both the female and the male are mentally strong to be in that relationship and be able to ignore everything that's on social media. Because at the end of the day, if we really think about it, social media is either one of two things: your true life or you're hiding behind a fake life. So when we go on social media and are looking at relationship examples, we're looking at shit that really, excuse my language, but we're looking at shit that doesn't really happen in real life. We're not looking at what happens behind the closed doors, you know? Everybody paints the rainbows and the flowers and all that on social media, and that's not really how it happens, you know?
Right.
And
yeah, it's a magical world for sure.
Exactly. So we really have to be mentally strong to go into that relationship at this age. If we're not mentally ready, I don't want to be part of it, because I already had my fair share of like my heartbreaks and all that, and I just don't want to deal with that, you know. So until I know that we're gonna be able to get past that phase and them really trust me and me be able to trust them, we're all good.
Right.
But
absolutely.
To answer
and that's coming from someone that's 21. So guys, fellas, women, stay woke. What the fuck's going on?
I mean, that's just, well, I mean, all she's saying is she's basically saying, like, just be human, man. I mean, guy or girl. I mean, I'd hate to be young, young and dating and with social media. Thank God I'm not doing that.
Even at our age, social media is tough. Like you said, everybody paints their
back in the day
Back
in the day, we just fought, or we argued, or we just, like, guys or girls, like, we just, this guy's talking about trying to talk to your girl, or like it was through word of mouth. We'd find
you had a little leeway. Now it's instant gratification.
Exactly.
So and you have, like you said, everybody tries to paint, this picture of life is rainbows and great and everything is awesome. So then you got your real girlfriend who is pissed at you because you did some dumb shit, and she's in your ear, and y'all are trying to figure things out. And then you got old girl over here who's all cute with her cleavage out, looking like she's got no worries and no problems in her life, when really she's got every problem there probably is, but she doesn't broadcast it. So now you're trying to see if the grass is greener, when really all you got to do is water your own grass.
Exactly. And if you follow your own path,
I got a big hose to water my grass.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
That sounds like something in your DM, what he just said right there.
It did. Yeah, don't open those DMs. Anything that starts with water hose or anything, don't open it.
Don't open it.
Don't open it. Don't open it.
Delete, ignore.
You know what?
Ignore.
I just drop means I don't pay no pretty picture. I'm sorry.
Right.
As soon as I see that someone doesn't, if they DM me and they don't even start up with an opening line and it's just an image, I'm like, oh man, I'm not even opening it.
No offense, Enrique, but I was dating a Facebook comedian, and oh my God, that did not work out, because the way he was joking,
oh my God,
I just couldn't. I was like,
you know, the
social media thing, I can't.
I gotta agree with you on that. I dated one too, and it was bad. It was really bad, but it was really bad. I think there's levels of it though. Like there's levels of the social media comedian. There's some that are just so bad where it's like, you're kind of disrespectful to everybody. I'm good.
And not only that, when you actually try to confront them about their little comedian thing, they go, it's Facebook and it's not real life.
It's the Facebook.
Like, people still see it.
That's
like,
my exact right. Facebook.
And there's Drake. It's just Facebook.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. I think too, the one that I dated, like, even I was off limits for him talking shit. I was like, bro, you're not supposed to talk shit on our relationship. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
So,
and then when I would try to be a Facebook comedian, he'd be like, why are you posting that? Why'd you post that? That's not funny. And it'd be like something that he would post.
Oh my
goodness. Like, oh my God.
It's too much. It's too much. Yeah. Stay single. It's way better.
Definitely.
So my question to you is, I guess, so who's the problem? Because we talked about this. So who's the problem? Is it Jennifer Lopez? Because she does have more rings.
That's a problem.
Or is
question? Who's the
or is
problem?
it Alex? Is it Alex Rodriguez?
Damn.
I know, right?
Definitely Alex.
Definitely Alex. It's your Alex. It's you.
It's my fault.
It's your fault, Alex.
Honestly, wouldn't a divorce be 50-50?
No, they're not married. They're working on things.
But wouldn't it, if they're working on things, wouldn't it both be 50-50? It's both of their faults at this point. It's kind of like
I like the way you think.
There you go. That's a neutral. It's an even neutral.
Yeah.
Well, he was accused of being with some other girl while she was on a video or shoot or whatever. So that's where the problem stemmed from.
I don't believe it.
And see, that goes back to what we were talking about the social media. He was accused. Was she there?
Allegedly.
Exactly.
Like George Lopez says, allegedly.
I mean, I mean, but again, I would defend her because I'm a female, you know, and it's horrible when you find out that your significant other is cheating or any of that sort. So I would defend her 100%. But I mean, if we go back to that whole social media conversation, it's like if you don't have solid proof about me doing this, do not put it out there. Let's talk about it.
Right. Where's the picture?
Exactly. Where's the video? Where's the proof?
You got a text? You got a text? You got a picture?
Exactly. You got my location to prove I was here.
Right.
I gotta say, it wasn't me. That was my favorite line in the 90s. Wasn't me.
Boy.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I just say prove it.
Prove it.
Prove it. Prove it.
So we'll move on to the next question. Since you are in the service industry,
be like right now,
Barber, and you're not eligible, but I don't know what the eligibility is as a barber. Are you taking? Yeah, are you going to take the COVID shot?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
So, as a barber and being in the service industry, and I don't know if you're going to be required or you were just going to say, you know what, I'm just going to do it anyways. If you're required, are you going to take the shot? Or if you're not required, are you still going to take the COVID vaccine?
If it becomes a requirement and by the state and by law, then yes, I will have to take it because it's a requirement, you know.
Right.
But if it's not required or anything, I'm planning not to take it. And that's only because, in my opinion, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure yet of what's going inside my body because of that vaccine that was made within this year.
COVID last year. She had COVID last year, so she knows all the symptoms and all that. So that makes it. I mean, I understand. So you're definitely, questioning it whether you should get it or not.
Did you get tested for the antibodies after?
No, I haven't gotten tested. I got it, I would say, like a month and a half before this whole thing even came about.
Yeah, you got it in December, November of 2019, right?
Yeah, it was the end of November, entire December. I probably didn't get better till like January 6th. January 5th, no, January 10th, probably. I remember I was in the hospital right after my birthday on January 6th.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a friend that got it that early too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember the first speech or the first talk that Governor Juicy was having here. He said that the first case in Arizona was January 20th, if I'm not mistaken. So I really do believe I had it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was talking with a friend yesterday, and her family members all had it, and everybody but her dad caught it, and her dad was taking care of her mom and her sibling, and the dad was tested and never got it. She got it a while ago, like at the beginning too, and she was tested and she still has antibodies. So I was just curious if you were tested for antibodies to see how long they stayed in your system, and go from there.
I'm curious. Maybe I should take it. Yeah, I should take it. I would want to see if I did have it or not, or if it was just a really hard case of flu. Because when I went into the hospital, they had told me I had an acute case of bronchitis. And it was, I think it was just bronchitis that they were trying to say, and I had asthma. I don't know. They gave me an inhaler for a couple months after that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I could
she's a nurse out of Mesa, and she gives the like she can get the kits and does the blood work for you. So I'm curious to see
okay.
if so if you're
Yeah,
interested,
definitely. If you
just
could send me that information, I will definitely like to
absolutely.
take it. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
So,
I'm
awesome.
curious.
Ivette, and once again, I want to say congratulations. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Please
Thank
plug,
you.
please plug the barbershop, and then look for her restaurant coming soon. I'm definitely hungry now at this point, so but definitely plug your social media. Go visit her in Youngtown at the barbershop. Go ahead, Yvette. I'll let you plug it.
How do you do that?
So just tell us your address.
Oh.
Anything, your
I thought you meant
Instagram, whatever
Instagram.
you're on, Facebook,
Instagram,
social
yeah.
media wise. Tell us
Cute.
where you want all the guys to send their DMs to and stuff.
Yeah.
Social, Facebook, Instagram. No, I'm
No,
joking.
do not send DMs, guys.
I'm joking.
Okay, so my Instagram is at Barber X Rios. That's my personal Instagram.
You're gonna get it anyway, but I'm joking.
It's gonna happen. Get
No
right.
way around it.
It's okay. I'm just gonna, like I said, delete and ignore.
Right.
Exact. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah.
But, okay, so my barber Instagram is at Barber X Rios, and then my barbershop Instagram is at Golden Clipper Barbershop 2. And yeah, and if you guys have any information about when to go or where the barbershop is at, it's on 111th and Grand in Youngtown, Arizona, 85363. The phone number is 602-391-1263. If you'd like to book, we are on Google. Just go ahead and type Golden Clipper Barbershop 2, and it's under Vagaro. You can download the app or on the link itself,
Cool.
and it shows the schedule that my barbers are available or I'm available. Go ahead and click your preferred time, put in your information, and you should be logged in and be receiving a text message within the next 5 to 10 minutes that you book your appointment, and you'll receive a confirmation, and I'll receive a confirmation on my side too. Pretty easy.
Awesome.
Awesome. That's
Thank
you know
Thank
what.
I'll let you get back to work.
I
Thank
just
you
wanted
again,
to say,
Alex.
I just wanted to say that's really cool. It was nice meeting you. That the barbershop app, that is really really cool.
Thank you.
I went to one guy for like 2 weeks and around the corner from me, and he was like, just follow me on the on the app, and I just thought that was really really cool. Like wow, social
Thank
media.
you. Oh, also
can be
TikTok.
awesome.
If you guys want to see me doing barber pranks or barber like just transformation
Oh, that's
videos
awesome.
and all that, I'm on TikTok. Go ahead and follow me at Barber X Rios. I'll be posting videos at least 3 times a week. Probably
What is
more.
it? What is your tag on TikTok?
Barber X Rios.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
me,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Yo, thank you for
so
coming
much.
on.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Yep.
Stay safe.
Bye.
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 She's such a sweetheart.
She's so cute.
yeah,
I like her.
And she, she's got like Disney tattoos because she's always been like the Disney princess, and
That's
she's
awesome.
so young and so smart. So I was just like so impressed. So I'm like, you need to come on the show. So she's like I said, 21, has a barbershop. She's doing awesome. So I told her I can't wait to taste one of her dishes. So
I missed that part because my phone was like, scoot, scoot. But
So-
you have to fill me in.
yeah. So recently, in the last couple of days, was a kind of a sad thing. Marvin Hagler passed very young, but it looks like he got sick from the COVID shot. I don't know if he had some
No.
reaction, but I was gonna play some of this video. I won't play all of it. It's pretty long, and then I was gonna play some of the highlights. So rest in peace, marvelous Marvin Hagler, one of the greatest middleweights that I can remember growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
So
In Hagler's professional career, he won 62 of his 67 fights, including 52 by knockout. In his prime, he was the undisputed middleweight champion for 7 years in the 80s, defending it successfully 12 times. He's also an international and world boxing Hall of Famer. And if you haven't already, YouTube the Hearns fight. You enjoy that first round. Teddy Atlas has spent more than 4 decades in and around the
The
sport.
man right there.
What will you remember most about Marvin Hagler?
He was real. He was honest. He was reliable. He was what you want in a friend. What we want today in people. whether it's politicians, leaders, whatever it happens to be, people that you can trust. You could trust every time he got in that damn ring what he was going to bring. Everything. You could rely on him. That's his strength. Today, in the day of neon talents and flash and everything else, this guy was no frills. He was dependable. He was reliable. He was solid. He was as good as it gets. He didn't come up with a silver spoon. He had no spoon. He had those wooden things that they gave you in a good humor truck years ago to break into the ice cream. This is a guy who knew that too. He got into an argument with his managers. He was very loyal to them. And on the way up, he wanted to fight all the best middleweights in Philly. And the promoter said, why does he keep coming here? He's going to their hometown, the best fighters in the world. And his manager said, he insists on it. Because he wants to be the best, because he wants to test himself, because he wants to know, because he wants to forge himself in a fire to know that there's nothing but steel when that fire is over.
So
that guy gave me goosebumps talking about him.
Yeah, I love Teddy.
Wow,
I could listen to him talk
all
day long.
Yes,
all day long.
He's amazing.
Growing up and watching this fight that I'm going to show, we're not going to watch the fight. It's 3 minutes long, but it was one of the most amazing fights.
It doesn't
get any better.
No, it doesn't make sense to even play what you're playing. But just to show a little clip is paying homage.
Is this the
it doesn't
fight?
even I mean, like,
yeah,
you got it's like you're just teasing people by playing
this shit. You have to watch it.
But you gotta watch the whole
He fights a hometown legend that I've actually gone to him and watched, and I see him in the ring with Marvin, and I'm like, wow, this is the greatest fight I ever seen.
Okay, I gave both fighters the instructions in the dressing room. I'm just cautioning you now. Obey my command at all times. Shake hands.
As Ray said, Tommy Hearns usually likes to establish dominance for himself up.
The early rounds could really dictate how this fight will go.
The first round is a key round.
We're underway. And the pace is up-tempo right at the opening bell.
Hagler being the aggressor.
Hearns working that jab. He has a very quick jab. There's no denying it. And he caught Hagler with two good jabs and a right hand that might have hurt Hagler. Tremendous pace in the first round.
I expected this, Barry. Both guys are going at it.
Hearns getting the better of it right now. No nonsense at all here. And a left hand by Hagler. What a pace.
You know, both the guys just weighing shots, so whoever gets caught with his chin,
there was a left hand by Hagler that stood Hearns straight up, and a right hand. Both men have felt the wrath of the other.
Tommy is hurt. His legs a little shaky, unsteady.
And a left hand by Hearns. Threw that off his back foot, though. There's the short right.
Hagler now just uses his defense. He's walking towards Hearns. He's doing the right thing now. Hearns is on his bicycle. Hagler now is going to his body.
Remember, Roldan caught Marvin Hagler early on also. There's another good straight right hand by Hagler, and another.
Now Hearns is using his movements. He's trying to throw Hagler off balance.
Hearns coming with a right hand lead that time.
Both fighters are really off balance.
Hagler leading with the right hand, but he's kind of lunging with it. There's another right hand, backs Hearns into the ropes.
Watch for Hagler's hook.
Now that was the right hand of Tommy Hearns, and it did catch Hagler, but he didn't take a backward step there. Another good right hand by Hearns.
Hagler working the body now, trying to slow Tommy down. These guys are exerting a great deal of energy, Barry.
Tremendous pace in the first round. Blood coming from the face of Marvin Hagler. Can't tell yet where it's coming from. We'll see.
Both guys will definitely be winded in the next round.
It is over the right eye, I believe, of Marvin Hagler. We'll wait till we get him. And there's a lot of blood early on here. An awful lot of blood on the face of Marvin Hagler. It isn't a place where it could do serious damage.
It's only the first round.
We'll know between rounds when we get into the corner. Hagler punishing Hearns now.
That's
Hagler who was bleeding. This is still the first round.
The second round, these guys will definitely pace themselves. There's been no boxing at all, just fighting here.
Just slugging. Blood on the face of Marvin Hagler. Again, we can't quite tell where it's coming from while Hagler continues to dish out punishment. And now Hearns bounces right back. This may be the most brutal, even round you've ever seen in boxing.
So that was the first round. I mean, one of the best fights.
That was fight of the year. That was fight of the year in 1985.
Yeah. I mean, they threw everything.
Century.
They threw everything but the fucking kitchen sink.
See, that's how it was back then. And then Sugar Ray Leonard taking nothing away from Thomas Hearns or that fight, but Sugar Ray Leonard fight was even better with Marvin Hagler. And they fought them guys. See, that's why these are the reasons. And I know it's different era, different time. That's why I say it's not that I don't like Mayweather. I don't like the way he went about his boxing career. I don't like how he dodged certain people, certain fighters, and people say who, and then I get them like 2 or 3 names, and they don't say nothing, and it's like these guys fought like he fought three of the fighters that he lost to. I think he fought them, and it was 2 out of 3 were draws, and then he won one of the fights. So he like, okay, when De La Hoya,
he didn't dodge. Well, that's the thing. Like he had said, speaking of him, he didn't dodge nobody.
And that's all I'm saying.
He wanted to be thrown in a fire and make sure he's still steel. So he wasn't.
And Oscar De La Hoya, when he lost, he fought Felix Trinidad, and he lost his first fight, and then he fought Sugar Shane Mosley, and he lost that fight, and then he fought Bernard Hopkins and lost that. He went up in weight. He shouldn't have done that. But I said, in order for me to respect him and put him like on a high pedestal, and he is one of the greatest no matter what. He's a Hall of Famer, all that. But for me as a Latino, as a Mexican guy, to be like, because Chavez was the level, he was the bar when it came to Mexican fighters, and De La Hoya, took him out, took guys like Camacho out, all these guys. So I was like, he has to fight 2 out of those 3, Sugar Shane Mosley, or Mayweather, or one of the other guys. Redeem one of your losses, 2 out of your 3 losses. And this guy fought like you said, he defended a championship, man, 12 times. That's insane. Some guys don't even defend it 3 times, 5 times. So it obviously different time, different. Yeah, he was great, man. And you know what? A lot of people don't. Marvin Hagler. He never. One thing I read in a lot of his accolades and all that. He never got knocked down. In '84, he fought. There was a guy named Juan something. I can't remember his last name, and he slipped. They called it a knockdown, but it was a slip. He never got knocked out, man. There ain't too many fighters that can say that, let alone knocked out.
He was solid.
Never got knocked out ever.
I'll let you play this. But it's some of his knockouts. One or 2.
I remember when he was on Punky Brewster.
Yes, so do I. He was. I remember. Yeah. That was my show.
He was a superstar.
It's funny. I do remember that.
Right, you remember that?
Yeah.
I think he went to the orphanage to visit him or something like that. Wow. Yeah, I got a sick memory. For sure. Yeah, he had another guy with a left hook, man. His left, man. Look at that straight left. Jesus. That left hand did all of that.
Lights out.
Now I'm gonna send you this story.
Hello.
That guy, you know where that guy's from? That's not the guy.
Lights Outville. He's from Lights Outville.
Caveman Lee. I'm gonna send you guys a story when we're done.
He got knocked the fuck out.
Right. I was watching some of this stuff, and I was just like, wow, he's great. So this last video here, hold on. Then we'll end it.
There was a guy named
definitely a legend.
There was a guy, I'm gonna send you a story, and it's really long, man, but you guys can can skim through it. But there was a guy named Mickey Goodwin. And they're showing that Bally's Park place right there. He was supposed to fight Marvin Hagler, and he's from Melvindale, Michigan.
Oh, really?
It's a crazy story, man. A friend of mine, Freddy's Pizza. Shout out to Freddy's Pizza in Melvindale. He shared it on Twitter, and I thought it was an amazing story, man. So I'll share that with you guys.
Yeah, tag me.
I'll put it in the link so everybody can check it out. But
I had a marvelous career, but I think it was time for me to give something back.
He still look good. I mean, he's older too.
This foundation, Lawrence, Sports for Good Foundation, it enabled me to put a smile on the kid's face and to really to outdo myself in a sense by bending down to a little kid and being able to make him laugh, trying to put a pair of gloves on him and teach him how to fight, teach him how to exercise, teach him how to hold hands up, teach him how to throw a jab, teaching them how to hit the bag, and these kids seeing them with the big weary eyes in a sense, it makes you feel good to give the kids the inspiration that they can become somebody.
Rest in peace.
What a wonderful soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy Atlas wouldn't lie.
I couldn't find. There was so many videos of him. So
yeah.
So let's move on.
Legend, man, legend.
The Catholic religion. So the Vatican, Pope Francis says no to gay marriage, no blessing. God can't bless a sin. Tori, what's your thoughts of that? I mean, being I would probably say raised Catholic, Italian American. What do you say about the Pope? Does the Catholic Church need to change? Because I think they do.
Yeah, I think they absolutely do. I think times have changed. We're in a different era. It's, change is good, and not changing, I think it's bullshit. It's, as I always say, it's fucking bullshit. Gay marriage is sin to them, but touching little boys isn't.
Right.
I mean, come on.
There's two sides to that coin, right? There's two sides to that coin.
Right. And I think they only flip it to where it's beneficial for them. And I think that it's absolutely absurd. I think you should be able to love who you want to love, marry who you want to marry. I know tons of gay and lesbian couples, and they have children, and they're better parents and couples than probably about 70% of the straight ones I know.
Which and not, it's not to speak for you or nothing, but like, which is not the way it's supposed to be. But when you're knocking.
No,
these people,
you know what I found is they fought so hard to be married. They fought so hard to have a child, to be accepted. They fight so hard for that thing that should just automatically be a given for them. Respect. That they appreciate it more. Respect. They put more energy into it. They put more efforts into it because they appreciate it more because they fought so hard for it. And so that's my experience with it, and the people and the couples that I see.
And that's what I mean.
I mean, this is something that they love each other. You shouldn't say because you're too male or too female that you're not allowed to love each other. Like
no labels whatsoever.
So I think it's completely wrong, and I'm really kind of disappointed because I thought he was kind of a little bit more on the cooler side of the popes. Like he was a little more lenient. He saw things from a different perspective. A lot of things, and so now.
A TikTok and
so I'm honestly extremely right. I'm actually really surprised when that came out. At first I was like, wait a second, really? So maybe I don't know, maybe he's getting some backlash from being so I don't know. I think it's shit, and I was pretty surprised and disappointed.
In raised Catholic, definitely with this, St. Patty's Day, all that stuff. The church has done so much bad, and I think it's time for them to do some good. You know what I mean? the church always says it's always bad to kill in the name of God, but they've been doing it for 2,000 years. You know what I mean?
2,000.
Catholic religion.
Mm-hmm. And then to say that God doesn't love these people because they love each other, that's just for shit. Like, they need to do a little research, because God didn't hang out with the people that didn't sin. Okay? That's not who he was hanging out with. That's not who Jesus is hanging out with. So shame on them.
Shame on them.
Shame. We know your name.
They need to go to confession.
What is your thoughts? Religion.
No, I mean, I disagree with her. I agree with everything she's saying. I mean, there shouldn't be labels, man. I mean, but it's religion. You're talking about that. You're talking about, that and religion. So,
but they'll sweep the pedophiles
like,
and the molestation and all that under the rug, and they'll just move you to another location if you do that. And you can still be, a priest or a cardinal or whatever title you have, and you're allowed to do that because we're just going to sweep it under the rug. Right.
Yeah, that's what they do. I mean.
Okay.
Is it ever gonna change? I mean,
and that's why I was raised Catholic, but I don't follow the Catholic religion anymore because of that. I mean, there are certain things that I still honor, but there's other things that I see differently.
Yeah, I had a friend tell me pretty much in detail, what you told me. She used to have her kids listen to, she went through some personal stuff, and she had her kids listening to, church, like just church music, not church music.
I listen to church music,
pastors, all that stuff in the morning, prayers.
Yeah.
And then she kind of woke up one day and she said, I shouldn't force them because, just because we weren't forced, but
I look at it like this. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual.
Right.
So I believe that there's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I do watch, Christian services. I listen to music. I believe that there's
different ways.
There's a difference in being religious and being spiritual.
Right.
I respect everybody's religion.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you believe in, if you believe in a God, if you believe in a God different from mine, who am I to tell you that you're wrong?
Right. You can pray to 5 gods if you want. I mean, hey,
you know what?
Whatever motivates you and whatever keeps you happy.
Mm-hmm.
I pray to Joe Pesci.
Damn.
Joe Pesci.
Have you ever seen the George Carlin?
Yes.
Yeah. He says, he goes, I worship the sun and I pray to Joe Pesci because he was trying to say, I pray to God, but he never listens. So I started praying to Joe Pesci because this is a guy that I think he can get shit done. I was having problems with my neighbors. He went over there with a bat. Problem solved.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that.
I prayed to Joe.
That's hilarious. George Carlin is another legend. Oh my God! Just I when I think about him, I just start laughing. Right. He's just that guy was just too much. Man.
He was funny too.
I prayed to the great one. You already know that story.
Yeah.
There's only one great one.
You guys are.
And we all know who that is.
Recently, I'll play that video because I know Alex got to go. But recently, Drew Brees announced his retirement, and he helps the kids announce the retirement. So I'm going to play that video.
No, I'm going to cry.
Oh, I know. I'm like, damn it. Here we go.
After 15 years, 20 years in the NFL, our dad is finally going to retire. So we can spend time with us. Yay!
They're so cute.
Those are the children of quarterback Drew Brees. That's how he let the world know that he's retiring from the NFL. And he added that this is not a goodbye, just a new beginning, Coy. Any idea about what he's going to be doing other than spending time with the kids?
Yeah, a lot of that we know for sure, Robin. Brees retiring, get this, exactly 15 years to the day after signing his deal there in New Orleans. And few have meant more to that city than him. Not just the Super Bowl MVP, he won there all the passing records. It's the tireless work in the community that Brees and his family have done that made him so admired there in the Big Easy. He wrote on Instagram, quote, "Each day I poured my heart and soul into being your quarterback. You have molded me, strengthened me, inspired me, and given me a lifetime of memories. I am only retiring from playing football. I'm not retiring from New Orleans. This is not a goodbye, rather a new beginning."
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be in the office.
Yeah.
I guarantee that. I guarantee that.
That was so cute. His kids were adorable.
Yeah,
that was so perfect for him to retire with his kids. I thought that would so they could spend more time with.
Yeah, especially at the age they are right now. You know,
that's definitely going to make Tom Brady think, and everyone around the league think a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, we recently talked about it. Tom Brady signs another contract. Rock signs another contract. I mean, it's not about money, I don't think. Is it about winning? Or is that what it is?
I think so. I think it's about winning. I think it's about clout. I think that they, when you're so used to that atmosphere that you're not ready to leave it. I think it's ego.
Yeah.
Really? It gets to a point. It goes from a point to being about money, from going about money and your physical abilities to ego, and just not. I mean, you got to think this is their life. This is their identity. So it's not very easy to let that go.
Right, and you know what? And like I was just talking about the great one, talking about The Rock. You know, when he left WWE, you get that itch. You get that. There's nothing like that crowd. And that's why
that adrenaline
crowd comes back. Yeah, your crowd comes back. Like he loves the movie. Of course, he loves what he's doing now. But like they said, if you asked him, you know, there's nothing. Ask any one of them guys.
No, there's nothing
what's better than having a football in their hand, or you know what I mean?
That rush, rush of adrenaline
on a big stage, and
on the Megatron.
That's what they were born to do. So
absolutely.
And you know what?
I think it's the ego.
Yeah, and you know what? With Drew Brees, man, it was different. For 15 years, off and on, all I've ever heard. I had a couple good friends. Rest in peace to my good friend Big Punch. He loved the Saints before Drew Brees was there. When Aaron Brooks was the quarterback, they had Aaron Brooks and not Cordell Stewart. No, Aaron Brooks. If you guys can remember them,
go ahead.
You know, since he was in Purdue, came out of Purdue, man.
Right.
In '97, wrong height, wrong arm, he's too short, he's too this. Like, are you kidding? And look at the career he's had. He ain't got 7 Super Bowls, 5, 3, 4, 6 Super Bowls, but he's got one. He is a Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer, man. Class act. I've always loved. I've never said. When the Lions would play the Saints, I just look, man. I just want us to compete.
Right.
But I already know. I'm like Drew Brees. Oh boy.
Yeah.
You know, Drew Brees.
He's a class act for sure.
You know, obviously Brady. Them guys coming to town, man. They're throwing 400 yards easy with their eyes closed against us. So.
I say good for him. I think this is a great time for him.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure he'll get that itch, and he'll be in the office, or he'll be coaching, or he'll be doing something. But I say good for him. His kids need him, and I think it's a perfect time.
Right.
These are some of the highlights or whatever.
Drew Brees made an entire career out of
They can get him to become quarterbacks coach. He'll get paid
legendary high school career.
Texas, really good money, even though he don't need it.
Offers. After succeeding at Purdue University, every team in the first round of the 2001 NFL Draft passed on him before being selected by the San Diego Chargers in round 2. Brees turned around the Chargers franchise after years of losing. But after a serious injury to his labrum and his throwing hand in the final game of 2005, his career was very much left in limbo. The Chargers made Brees an offer, but wouldn't increase it due to the presence of Phillip Rivers. The Dolphins chose to go with Dante Culpepper instead of Brees. So Brees opted to head to New Orleans and sign with the Saints. It turned out to be a franchise-changing moment for New Orleans. He would lift the spirits of the region after the Hurricane Katrina devastated the city. And in year 4 with New Orleans, Brees reached the pinnacle of his professional career, leading the Saints to their first ever Super Bowl win over Peyton Manning and the Colts, with Brees taking home Super Bowl MVP. Since then, although the Saints would suffer numerous playoff heartbreaks, Brees was a consistent pulse of the organization, breaking records on a seemingly yearly basis. He leaves the game as the all-time passing yards leader in league history, and is a near lock to enter Canton as a Hall of Famer. And although Brees will no longer put on an NFL uniform, he'll likely be able to write his own ticket in his post-playing career.
That's awesome.
They got you see that they doubted him, and when that happened, they traded him. They went with Phillip Rivers in Miami. They must have been kicking themselves in the ass for going after Dante Culpepper. Oh my gosh, that is I forgot about that. They went and got signed Dante Culpepper instead of him.
Yeah. The underdog came on top.
Good for New Orleans, but wow. And
all
like
the people that kicked him when he and picked over him and continue to kick him and continued to pick at him.
Always liked
him. And he proved them all wrong. And so
this guy.
It's great.
Sorry.
Look at that guy.
So congratulations, Drew Brees' retirement. What a class act. I think that's just awesome that his family did.
A real legendary number 9 going into the Hall of Fame. Stafford.
So this is the little clip that I just talked about, but I'll play a little bit of it.
I don't pray to the sun. Know why? I wouldn't presume on our friendship. It's not polite. I've often thought people treat God rather rudely, don't you? Asking trillions and trillions of prayers every day, asking and pleading and begging for favors. Do this, give me that. I need a new car. I want a better job. And most of this praying takes place on Sunday, his day off. There's no way to treat a friend. But people do pray, and they pray for a lot of different things. Your sister needs an operation on her crotch. Your brother was arrested for defecating in the mall. But most of all, you'd really have to fuck that hot little redhead down at the convenience store. The one with the eye patch and the club foot.
Gotta love a woman with
I think you have to. And I say, fine, pray for anything you want. Pray for anything. But what about the divine plan? Remember that? The divine plan. Long time ago, God made a divine plan. Gave it a lot of thought, decided it was a good plan, put it into practice. And for billions and billions of years, the divine plan has been doing just fine. Now you come along and pray for something. Well, suppose the thing you want isn't in God's divine plan. What do you want him to do? Change his plan? Just for you? Doesn't it seem a little arrogant? It's a divine plan. What's the use of being God if every rundown schmuck with a $2 prayer book can come along and fuck up your plan? And here's something else, another problem you have. Suppose your prayers aren't answered. What do you say? Well, it's God's will. Thy will be done. Fine, but if it's God's will and he's going to do what he wants to anyway, why the fuck bother praying in the first place?
Right.
To me, couldn't you just skip the praying part and go right to his will? It's all very confusing. So to get around a lot of this, I decided to worship the sun. But as I said, I don't pray to the sun. You know who I pray to? Joe Pesci. First of all, I think he's a good actor, okay? To me, that counts. Second, he looks like a guy who can get things done. Joe Pesci doesn't fuck around. In fact, Joe Pesci came through on a couple of things that God was having trouble with. I asked God to do something about my noisy neighbor with the barking dog. Joe Pesci straightened that cocksucker out with one visit. It's amazing what you can accomplish with a simple baseball bat. So I've been praying to Joe for about a year now. And I noticed something.
So I thought that was funny, but yeah.
That's so funny.
Listen, man, you let that guy play and just leave it on live all night long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, real quick,
funny.
Before we get off to Drew Brees, look, I just want to I want to read something that Dan Patrick invited Drew Brees in 2016, and read the 2001 NFL draft scouting report on him. This is what the scouting report said on him.
Right.
Tends to sidearm his. Now remember, Matthew Stafford throwing sidearm. That's just a no-no.
Sidearm.
Tends to sidearm his pass. This is about Drew Brees. Tends to sidearm his passes going deep. Lacks accuracy and touch on his long throws. Seems more comfortable in the short, immediate passing attack. Does not possess the ideal height you look for in a pro passer. I didn't think that was coming, Bruce. Brees said of the height reference, his sarcasm drawing laughs. So that was just some of the stuff they said about him, man. Like, got everything wrong. And they said, you know what? I bought a Steph Curry card because the guy threw it in, his rookie card. I paid like $15 for the card, man. And on the back of the card, it said he lacks like 3-point shooting. Like, it had a couple faults on him.
Right.
Now what?
Now what?
You know what I mean? Like, you know, so that just tells you, you know, anybody can rewrite history and, you know, just prove people wrong, man. So, yeah, I just thought that was crazy seeing that. But,
That is
yeah.
great. So the last topic that I wanted to talk about is Biden is going to make his first press conference after, you know, he's been in, what has it been, 64 days or whatever.
Right.
I think that it's overdue. A lot of people are criticizing because they think he should have made, because, you know, usually a president makes first announcement or, you know, his, let's say, addressing America or whatever, United States within the first month.
Well, it's not his fault. I mean,
no, I was just telling you what people are saying.
Right. And I'm not like sticking up for him, and I'm just like, but I mean, well, I kind of am. It's really not his fault. I mean, with everything that was going on and the other with boneheads, you know.
No, yeah, I agree. I think that the timing right now, people just want to complain about him regardless. So if he would have did it then, they would have said something then too.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
I think with the timing and everything going on, he didn't want to do a press conference. He wanted to go ahead and get this bill passed. He wanted to go ahead and address some things. He wanted to get address the vaccines and all of that happening before he talked. I think personally, he was like, let's do a little action before we do any talking.
Right.
We've had enough of the talking.
Right. And I'm gonna just play a little bit, and then I'm gonna
deliver racial justice, and we can make America once again the leading force for good in the world. The mask have become a partisan issue, unfortunately, but it's a patriotic act. The fact is that they're the single best thing we can do. They're more important than the vaccines because they take time to work. But if there's one message to cut through to everyone in this country, it's this: the vaccines are safe. Please, for yourself, your family, your community, this country, take the vaccine when it's your turn and available. I do support a $15 minimum wage. I think there is equally as much, if not more, evidence to dictate that it would grow the economy and long run and medium run benefit small businesses as well as large businesses, and it would not have such a
So, you know, I think the biggest thing is that I think that he wanted to kind of, you know, especially with COVID, I think he was, like you said, you know, usually they do address the nation the first month, the president. But I think this was not the time, you know, to do it. I think personally,
there's way too much going on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like
I think he needed to.
He had like Connie said, he has a lot of shit to clean up. So the last thing he's going to do is put that out there and do a press conference. He's going to get to work immediately.
It's like, what would you do?
Exactly. We gonna talk about it, or we gonna be about it? What we gonna do?
Right.
Well, I think he needed to try to figure out how we were going to distribute the vaccine. So I think that was the most
important.
Right.
I think the most important.
Yeah.
But as COVID, you know, people are saying COVID's coming, and I think that's all bullshit. So, as the president, this is how I feel. He should mandate that all the states should still keep the mask. Texas gets rid of their mandate. Arizona shortly behind. I went into QT today. Guy didn't have a mask on, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it seems like everybody is lax, and they're thinking that this shit is over, and it's not over.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Alex talked the other day. Even if you get the shot, you probably have to wait a couple weeks because you got to get first, and then you got to get your second, and then you got to wait a couple weeks into it in your body and protecting yourself and protecting from other people. So people are just I think they're just too rushing to get this shit out of the way.
Plus,
and look,
it's not 100%.
Right.
It's not 100% protective. So even if I were to get the shot, I'm still going to wear my mask after.
Right.
And like he said, it's a patriotic act.
It's
a patriotic act. If you look at it any other way, I think you're just being completely fucking selfish.
Right.
You're being completely self-centered, and you don't really give a fuck about anybody but yourself. And at that point, you really don't give a fuck about yourself either.
Right.
That's even sicker.
Yeah. So
you
definitely
gotta use the hands.
I think we should keep the mask
he
up,
does.
even if you got
like that.
It doesn't mean that you are 100%, and you still need to do the mask up. And I know me and Alex talked about, me and you talked about it. This is going to be an entry thing.
Right.
If you get on an airplane, you're going to have to show your vaccine, whether if you got it. If you want to go to concerts, large events, people are going to say, "Show me your medical record. I want to see."
That's what I wanted to talk about real quick. So I listened to a podcast, and WrestleMania is coming up April 10th.
Right.
Yeah, the 10th.
And so they were asking, this guy dealt with, I forgot the name of the sports group that he's associated with, but he does, he's associated with a lot of stuff. He came out with he wrote a Austin 316 book. It was Austin 316 day the other day. So
316
this book, like 316 facts about Austin, which is
about Austin.
I forgot his name, but anyways, the whole point is he was talking about WrestleMania. So the question they asked him,
hell yeah,
they asked him how many people legally is the WWE allowed to have an audience, and he said legally they can have as many as they want because it's going to be at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
It's going to be in Florida,
and I mean they're like but it's it's up to them, and obviously they're gonna they were looking at 40 to 45,000, and so I'm just
listen. I have a lot of friends that
with that.
I have a lot of friends that I'm seeing are running to Florida that have commented and said that they went to the Keys and nobody is wearing masks there, and it's like a whole nother world. And all I gotta say is good luck to you.
Right.
Good luck to you. But you're just adding to the spread, and
right.
I don't know.
I just don't understand.
It's foolish
I don't
to
understand
me.
why people want to make things so much harder, and I mean, just make things so much more difficult on everybody or on themselves. Just roll with it, man.
Just read it. That should be your choice to shot or a choice not to mandate.
Because that's a huge deal. I mean, whether you're a wrestling fan or not.
What are they saying?
You don't even have to be a wrestling fan.
Are you asking a question? And I can't see you. I think it might be Fallon, but I don't. It says witches bullshit should be our choice, not just like the flu shot. Our choice should not be mandated. He's trying to do.
No, she's just talking about the shot, saying that we shouldn't be that we.
It should be a choice.
She's saying
That's what she's saying.
to be responsible. Like we've been hollering for months now. So
and that's the problem. Unfortunately, there's so many people that are irresponsible.
Right. And that's
what else are you supposed to do?
Right. Makes sense.
I definitely think, regardless if you get it or not, you should still wear your mask and be cautious. And
keep your monkey ass in the house if you ain't gonna wear a mask.
If you're not feeling well, don't go to work, don't go to school, don't congregate, don't go to a fucking gathering or a party, because you don't know. Right. Especially like if you're going to be visiting people who could be susceptible, or that they could are out there being busybodies. Protect yourself.
Right. Asthmatic.
Yeah.
Anything opening. I mean,
just like Alex said yesterday. Well,
hell yeah.
316 Stone Cold. That was yesterday.
Oh my god, that made my day a little bit right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, just need to just be responsible. If you don't want to take it, just mask up. No big deal. You know.
And get out my face. Don't be all up in my shit.
Right.
Don't be all.
Back the fuck up.
Take a tic tac and back up 6 feet.
I'm gonna need you to back the fuck up.
Back the fuck up.
Just mind your business. That's all.
Yeah. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your fucking lane. Right?
Wash your hands, your culo, and stay in your lane. Right?
Wash the green out.
Yeah, wash the green out.
But again, we are gonna live by the rule. If you don't get it, you can't hit it.
Damn, there you go.
You don't get it.
If you want a shot, get a shot. Get the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Get the shot if you want a shot. If you want to hit it, you better get it.
Yeah, we gotta work on that marketing shirt right there. For sure. We'll get it together. It'll all come together.
I know it's St. Patty's Day. Are you guys doing anything, drinking any green beer? I know Alex is going.
He said green beer. About to drink some green Listerine and go to bed. Some scope.
If we were so she said, yeah, I'm not a lab rat. Yeah, I get it. I think there was a meme out there that said, thank you for taking your shot. Now you're a lab rat or whatever. So
Right.
Damn, really?
I get it. I know, Tori, you're definitely cautious of taking it. I want to get it just because I think I'm just gonna get it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like the guy. I think who was it the other day that he was a wrestler? Spinner Rooney. He said, well, I think you just said, yeah, Booker T. I want all the motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, he was like, shoot me up.
Give me
all this shit.
I want all of them. Give them to me.
Like, Pfizer, this and that. And then, I heard
okay, that's a little crazy. I don't want them all.
I heard there's another one coming out. And,
so there's she hashtagged it.
So yeah, get it if you want to hit it.
Yeah. That easy, huh? Yeah.
That easy.
I don't mean towards you, Connie. I'm just saying in general.
So no, he said it. Yeah, I want all of it. Just give it. That's how I feel. Just give it to me and fuck it. I don't care. I just get it out of the way, I'll play this real quick for you, Alex, and we'll bounce.
The champ is.
Oh hell no!
Yes, man.
Oh, it said this.
Hey, speaking of hitting it, we didn't talk about our 80s and 90s crushes.
Oh yeah. Sorry. No, we can. I know.
He said, "Speaking of hitting it, what did I miss something or?"
Speaking of hitting it.
I mean, I got my split tip condoms ready and shit. So.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so we'll talk about
it. Get your spank back out. Ready?
Yes. Go. So crushes, TV, movies.
It don't matter.
Either. Whatever. TV, movie, music,
It
whatever.
already popped in my head, man.
Uh-oh.
80s. You want me to give you an 80s one and
see, I kind of,
one?
because mine are like 80s and 90s because
actually this was
80s. I was kind of young, like
you're right.
Weird. It's kind of weird, but there was some that they were in the 80s that came to
that I'm old because
I was like a 7-year-old.
I mean, I wasn't right. I wasn't like a 5-year-old pervert, a 6-year-old fucking weirdo. Like, no.
When my father took me to see Who Framed Roger
Strawberry
Rabbit.
Shortcake was my 6-year-old crush. Come on.
Oh my God.
Look, when my dad took me to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit in 1989, or was that 89 or 88? It was 89. I was 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old, and I seen Jessica Rabbit.
Holy shit!
Oh my God! I think that was the first time I said, "Dad, I gotta go to."
That's where my love of boobs came from. I was like, "Oh my God!"
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Amazing.
I love it.
I gotta go to the bathroom alone.
It was the first time I went alone to the bathroom at the theater. No, I'm just. I'm joking.
I know a lot of you.
Okay, Pee Wee Herman, stop.
Right.
Yes, Connie, New Kids on the Block. But which one was your crush?
Oh, you already.
Joey McIntyre. Me and Joey,
Damn.
That was my man. That was my man. Okay, I had levels. Like, I liked them each for something different.
Hashtag please don't go, girl.
You know, and I feel bad. I feel bad because Danny and Donnie were on the bottom for me. And now I look back and I'm like, damn, Donnie, you're cool as fuck.
Right.
But back then I didn't know. But it was Joey. I like Joey, Jordan, John, then Danny.
They were everywhere. Them guys.
Then Donnie.
Everywhere.
They were tied.
That shit was crazy back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to show my daughter. There's this book. It's like a K-pop book, and it's got all the boy bands on there. It's got her band, BTS, which I thought it was pretty cool. New Kids on the Block, NSYNC, all that. That's really.
I have posters still. I told you guys we opened that thing, and I had the original Space Jam thing poster. Right. I have New Kids on the Block ones as well.
Wow.
Yeah, my kids are making fun of me. Zach thought it was the funniest thing because I had a New Kids on the Block pillow.
Cool.
Yes, ladies love LL. He's on my list. LL's on my list.
Lick his lip.
Right.
Juicy.
Jordan.
Listen, I bought 2 pairs of bamboo earrings just because of him.
Oh my God.
I walked around with 3 chapsticks in my pocket because of him.
All the chapsticks.
Jesus. Now I'm addicted.
I liked, you guys remember Kirk Cameron?
Oh, of course. Oh. I gotta laugh. Sorry, I gotta laugh.
I loved him. He was so cute.
Real quick. Okay, yes. I've been marathoning Saved by the Bell all the way up until the college year. All the way up until the college years. So last night I watched the last one. And
were you Team Slater or Team Zach? Or just Team Kelly?
I was Team Zach.
You were Team Zach?
Yeah, he was the coolest. I wish I had blonde hair.
Okay, so
I ain't gonna lie. It was either blonde hair.
Let's control this
for him or blonde hair because of Johnny from Cobra.
Give us your top 5.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. 90s. Yep.
Okay, well, I just said a few of them, but some other ones. I like Joey McIntyre, Kirk Cameron, Luke Perry.
Kirk Cameron, that's awesome.
Kirk Cameron, yeah, he was my fave. Luke Perry.
He's a pastor now.
You know, I know. I switched from Luke Perry and Jason Priestley. Like, I think they played us like that. So every other week we had a different, we were a team.
Damn. No, what about David? No, Dave. What about David?
No, he's a dick. I like Joey Lawrence too, even though he was so stupid. But you know why I like Joey Lawrence? Because his last name is Russo, and that's my last name. So I was like, yeah, we married. Okay. That's my boy. So, and I think that's the only reason I liked him. But he was just so dumb, and I was like, he's dumb enough. He'd like me.
That is hilarious.
I liked, even though he was older, so my little bit older, Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe was hot as fuck back in the day.
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, and then I liked LL. I liked Will Smith. Yeah, those are my dudes.
Right.
I think there's more, but I tried to cut it down to like 10.
How about you, Alex? Top 5.
Right. Well, hold on. Who was you, Slater or Zach? Who'd you like?
So
Screech? You like Screech? Don't lie.
No, no, I was Slater. Slater.
The dimples.
Yeah.
You couldn't take
them fucking dimples, boy. They melt butter.
The butter.
Yeah, I can only pull one off. I don't know how he did it with 2. Lucky
I did like. See, I liked Zach though because he had Zach had more issues, and I really liked Kelly. But yeah. Right. And Lisa, I liked them all. Well, I think she was nicer to Slater. To Screech.
Before I do my list, but so it was real quick. It was the last episode, and Zach had asked Kelly to marry him, and so they were like, "Well, we got to do the ritual. We gotta let him go." And her friend pulled a picture of Kirk Cameron out the drawer, and she was like, "Oh, it was fun while it lasted." Blah, blah, blah. I just thought that was funny.
I had him everywhere in my room. I had him everywhere. That was my love.
Picture of Kirk Cameron in your drawer.
But okay, we're gonna go all the way back. So he was on the cover of TV Guide. Yes, I said TV Guide.
Right,
okay.
And
I had that cover. I had them all. Okay.
That's awesome.
Posted everywhere. But the cover, my mom got the cover for me and she put it on my mirror and I woke up to it. And you would have thought I married him that morning.
Jeez.
I was like, don't nobody touch the fucking TV Guide. It's mine. My man is on there. Man,
me? All right, man. I'm going to start I'm gonna start off at number 1, man.
Okay.
Alyssa Milano from Who's the Boss.
Yeah, she was hot.
I was home every day.
Everybody loved her.
Who's the Boss?
I love that show. Mona was the shit.
Man, yeah, she was hilarious. Alyssa, I don't know, Alyssa Milano. Oh gosh, golly, I can't. I'm trying to think. I know everybody like Kelly, but I kind of like Jessie.
How about oh yeah.
I thought she was really beautiful and just so tall.
Tall.
Beautiful.
Tall drink of water.
Right.
How about Topanga? Did you like Topanga?
I wasn't in. I was out hanging, passing flowers out. So I wasn't into that show.
Yeah.
But I remember I would come home and my mother would be watching that show. She loved that show.
She had the best fucking
Boy
hair.
Meets World. But yeah, I thought she was really, really, really beautiful. But I'm trying to think. I'm
Full House. How about on Full House?
No, not so much.
No.
I'm trying to think.
That was his. Weren't they brother and sister?
Okay, I got one. From Charles in Charge. Nicole Eggert.
Nicole Eggert. She's hot.
Oh man.
Did you have any crushes on the Facts of Life?
I was in love with Joe. No,
yeah, I pulled it out. Joe.
No, I thought Blair was beautiful, but
yeah, she was a beautiful bitch. I loved it.
Right.
Beautiful bitch.
I kind of had a little crush on God, what was her name on the show? Different Strokes. Drake. When she was before she was.
Oh shit! I can't remember now.
The sister. What was her name?
Oh, that one? Oh, she was ugly.
Dana. I mean, when she was younger. I'm talking about younger, man. Not when she jumped to the dark side.
I said.
Did you like Punky Brewster? Did you like Punky?
I like Punky Brewster later.
Yeah.
Later,
remember when she was on the Saved by the Bell episode?
There's a new one. Have you seen it?
Yeah, my ex-wife told me that it's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Peacock.
I
haven't watched it yet.
She still got big.
Watched it either.
She still got big tits?
I'm sure she does. Well, didn't she have a breast reduction?
I remember hearing that when she did the episode on Saved by the Bell. That's when everything went all crazy.
Yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, she ended up having a breast reduction young because she was so big. Now, don't quote me on that, but one of them did.
Right.
Not like enough to just make her look normal.
That she did. No, I heard
she did. She's small now.
Yeah, she had a breast reduction.
So you know what I say to that? I say good morning or good night to all who had the C. But if you're smaller than the C, I'll say good morning, dude.
How about you're a dick? How about
Thelma? I was in love with Thelma from Good Times, man.
Thelma, yeah.
God.
How about on
she was so hot,
on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the little sister.
Hillary.
Both the sisters. Both of them were hot.
I like the older sister. She was all right.
Yeah.
Karen
she was so stupid. I always thought her and Joey Lawrence would be the great dumb couple together.
Oh my God. That would have been hilarious.
Oh, I know. So I went through some of my lists, but Carmen Electra was kind of hot in the 90s.
Especially when she was in Playboy.
Jenny McCarthy.
I have that.
Well, Jenny McCarthy, I'm more of a brunette, but definitely Carmen Electra.
Not me. I like him dumber than a box of rocks.
There was another list that was Shannon Doherty. I always thought face. I got to be honest with you. She looks like a real stink pussy vibe. That's all.
That's why you liked her? Because she had stink pussy vibe?
I didn't like her at all. I always thought she was like a bitch. So.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second here. You liked her because she had stink pussy vibe?
No. I just didn't think she was hot. A lot of people think she was hot because she had big tits. I didn't think she was hot. She just looked like a moody bitch.
I like Kelly more than her.
Another crabby bitch.
I'm gonna give you crabby bitches and whatever. So who I used to like was Terry Hatcher. I thought she was hot.
Oh
yeah, I thought she was hot
when she was on Superman or the show. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then Jennifer Love Hewitt. Oh my God, I wanted to.
Yeah,
everybody loved her.
Right.
Everybody loved her. She has got big tits too.
Yeah, she had big. I don't know. Maybe I like. Another woman that I thought kind of like she got stink stank pussy and just looked like a cunt was
wow.
Sarah Gellar. I always thought she just looked like a real bitch.
Sarah, oh my god, I liked her.
I liked her.
Reese Witherspoon, loved them all.
I mean, she looked hot, but she just looked like she could be a real bitch. So,
I think you just watched Cruel Intentions one too many times.
One too many times.
Another one, Jennifer Aniston, never thought she was hot. A lot of people thought she was hot. I never didn't see any attraction to her.
No, I liked her hair.
Yeah, Cameron, like she stank. I don't know why.
Aniston, you thought she stank?
Oh, Cameron Diaz. I would said Cameron Diaz.
Oh yeah.
Not in the mask. You're crazy.
No, she was hot, but eventually, like when she just looked like she got like fucking underarm fucking older. I don't know why.
Damn. She is real like tomboyish though, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
she is. Yeah, she's tomboyish.
She looked like she'd be like, "I wash my coochie," you know what I mean? Kind of
thing. No problem.
You know
what? 3-day cooch wash.
Yeah. What's the guy that makes the Lincoln's commercials?
Give me the sponge.
What's the guy that Monahan?
Monahan.
What's his name? Fuck.
Monahan, Tom Monahan.
Well.
Name that makes the Lincoln commercials and shit. What is his fucking name?
I can't remember his
what
name,
commercials?
though.
Huh?
What commercials?
The Lincoln commercials. The cool Blondie. He was in The Wall of Wall Street. He's been in a bunch of movies. But anyways, he's kind of a guy in Hollywood. He doesn't take baths and stuff like that. What the hell is his name? Jeez,
We're gonna look it up right now.
Okay. So
Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
I couldn't remember. We're throwing
Cameron,
out way too many names for me to remember anybody right now.
like he could be a stinky couple or something. You know what I mean?
Like the whole
I like him.
Matthew McConaughey, I like him.
Yeah, there's just a sultry
I like him as an actor, but he
up kind of feel.
Yeah, I like him as an actor, but it looks like he could be a stinky. You know, he says he don't take baths sometimes.
Ew, he said that?
Yeah, he said he don't take baths.
He's like one of those kind of like Daniel Bryan is, you know, with
the
he's
a naturalist.
Yeah. Vegan type
He's
guy.
got
Smokes
cheese
a lot of
nuts.
weed.
Yeah, he's got
a
cheese
lot of pot.
nuts.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Oh, she's. I don't like Channing. I think he's kind of a gay.
Oh, Channing, fucking yes. Lift my finger to that.
Married, but I think a 20 is a 20 when it comes down to it.
Yeah, my ex was.
I will scoop that 20 up any day.
My ex,
I think
her number. Channing was number one, or number two, and number one was. Mark
I think he's sucking dick privately. Just to be honest with you.
You know, I think that listen, whatever makes your wife happy.
Mark Wahlberg.
So another
made my ex-wife happy. One time I brought her back a magazine, Tori, and I laid it next to her. Mark Wahlberg on, I think he was on Muscle Fitness, and I bought it for her and laid it next to her. And she woke up. She was like, "Oh my god!" She was like, "I'm never waking up."
Do you know what's sexy about him? Okay, first let's go back to the Calvin Klein underwear. When he did that walk and his dick was all, I was like, whoa, is this really happening? He's got on these white underwear. He dropped it at the fashion show with the schlong. I was on it, and I always thought to myself, "Damn, Donnie, your brother is hot as fuck," right? But now, even as an adult, you know, it's other than his love for Detroit, I think that's sexy as fuck. But I think that he's so regimented. Like he gets up at like 4 a.m. He eats super healthy. He's like, he's like meditates and yogas and works out. He does all this shit that you're like, fuck, are you superhuman?
He works out twice a day.
He's superhuman, and he's a great husband. Like loves the shit out of his wife and his kids, which is just so hot to me. Yeah. Like, who are
he's
you?
Dope. If I could have anyone's house, it'd be his because he got a boxing ring in there. He got all kinds
yes.
My next one
amazing.
Is Neve Campbell. She just looks very dirty in bed.
Neve Campbell is dirty.
Yeah, she would just. Oh my God! Eat your butthole.
Wow.
I mean, it's okay to eat a butthole, but not her. No, don't eat her butthole.
No. I'm just saying she just looks like she's just really nasty. Just she's put it in any orifice, please. So
Yeah. She looks
And
like
my-
she's got dirt in there.
And my last one is when I seen Shannon Elizabeth's tits in American Pie. I was in love. It was great nipples,
Yeah.
great tits. So
Mhm.
everyone,
Yeah, for sure. Everyone is dirty to Drake. So do you remember Carmen Electra in the Playboy edition, the spread where this is like before anybody was doing it, where they bedazzled their vajayjay, and she had the diamonds on her nipples and down on her coochie, man, and her hair was fucking perfect.
oh my god,
So hot. I would just stare at it like, man, this lady's body is amazing. Holy shit. First girl crush. And I love Pamela Anderson too, because she's just
somebody said Pamela Anderson. I always thought, you know what? Before I saw the Tommy video, I thought she was hot, and I know she went through the big boobs where she got bigger, and then she. I thought she was hot. I'm not a blondie. I'm not into blondies too much, but when I saw the video, I was like, damn, he's really beating it up. I don't like her no more.
Oh. I loved her in Baywatch in the outfits. Like all the Baywatch girls were hot. I love the red bathing suit. I was like, they look fucking amazing.
I thought she was hot during that.
I used to think
when
Yasmin Bleak was
Listen,
hotter than all of them.
Right. Well, they had the best. Listen, they had the best side boob. Like their side boob was so amazing. I would just stare at it like, I want side boob like that.
I love side boob.
I love side boob.
Whatever.
In time.
Yeah, that's where my love for fake tits came from. Was from her. I was like, whew.
Right.
Give me those. I want
Did
those.
you say give me those?
Give me those.
Give me those. Give me those. Yeah.
I'll take 2, please.
Damn, take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Yes.
Well, don't forget to tune in Saturday. We're all done. Don't forget to tune in Saturday. We're gonna have Bishop. He's a motorcycle enthusiast, entrepreneur.
Interesting.
Definitely interesting. Got some stories. We got.
I'm sorry to laugh. I'm sorry to laugh. You said that would be interesting.
Interesting. So don't forget, changed. So 8 a.m. our time and 11 and Alex's time, Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock Eastern. So
yeah, Eastern stays the same, right?
Yeah, Eastern stays the same. I wanted to make. I made it hard for us. So, make sure you follow me on all platforms. Drake Swift. I just my daughter opened my TikTok, so I just added it to my link tree. So I don't know if we do the TikToks, but there it is. And then you laughed at my OnlyFans, but it was only us, so there was no dick pic anything.
Right.
None of that stuff. So I got my OnlyFans. So you can follow me on every platform: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Drake Swift. So
I ain't got time.
Yeah. Alex, I saw you were you were a subscriber on my OnlyFans.
Damn.
I was number 2.
You're number 2. Oh my god. There's too much social media. It's driving me crazy. I'm trying to keep up with just Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Alex is Instagram on private.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Sports Now 313.
Yeah. All Beauty, All Beast on Instagram. Tori Rochelle on Facebook. What else?
I might change one of my handles.
The Savage Kitty, the TATE Kitty on Twitter, and Tori _ Smooches on Snapchat.
Snapchat. Oh yeah, you can follow me on Snapchat, but I haven't did one. But there you go.
Yeah, my Snapchat is Tori _ well, the sweetest tea, TEE, sweetest tea.
The sweetest tea. I like that name.
So make sure you guys catch up, stay blessed. Wash your hands, watch your culo. Alex, what do you got?
Sure. Nothing much. Just everybody take care of each other. Give each other a hug, kiss, tell somebody you love them. All that.
Yes. Everybody be safe. Don't drink and drive. If you are too drunk to drive, call a friend. They're giving free cab rides all night. Do not drink and drive. Don't endanger your life or someone else's or their families. It's not worth it. Plus the tickets and all of that. I got a DUI 7 years ago on St. Patty's Day, and it was the worst experience I've ever had. And I learned from my mistakes, and now looking back at it, it's not worth it to risk your life or anybody else's.
And if you're getting a
be safe.
Lyft or Uber,
wear a mask.
Wear your damn mask.
Yes, be respectful.
And if you're not wearing green today, make sure you twist the nipple and tell them Drake Swift said to do it. All right, guys, take it easy. Love you. See you Saturday.
Love you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.